Neil said ho 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 then. It's Q&A time.
Hi guys, yes.
Ooh.
It's time for them answers to your questions.
Yes.
So we're going to start with...
We've got them all logged here.
Yeah,
and
we've got some on the phone.
We've got some on the phone. We've had questions on Instagram, on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, on YouTube. So thank you for your response. It's been really good.
Brilliant.
I have to say, Dee wins the prize for the longest question, doesn't she?
It sort of rolls one into the other, doesn't it?
Yeah, she sent us an essay. So
love you, Dee.
We love you, Dee. You're perfect. Shall we do Dee's first then?
Yeah, if you want to.
We got a lot of the same kinds of questions, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like,
so
how long have you been together? Where did you meet? Blah de blah.
We'll try and
kind
state
of so
who's said
yeah.
what.
So we'll say if we miss you out,
we
apologise to begin with. Right. So Dee asks
what your hair
about me hair. As a lot of people have asked this as well about me hair. Yes, it's natural. The colour isn't me natural original colour, because obviously that was much darker than what it is now.
Was much darker.
Was much darker.
But
what?
I must have turned it grey.
He did.
I'm sure.
No, I just think life turns you grey, doesn't it? And things happen and your hair just loses colour, and that's what happened. So this is not my natural colour, but it's me. My hair is naturally curly.
Yeah. Did I first spot a grey hair?
No.
Many years ago.
I think I was about 17 and he spotted the first grey hair in my head. You're horrible. You must have put it there. It was a plant.
Get out of it. I thought I was talking after you.
Yeah. That's what it was. So we first met in 1989.
Yes.
And how we met was, because this is another thing, Jane and Robbie asked, where did we meet and who chatted who up? And I don't really think... Well, Colin would say how he chat. In fact,
going to say this
how he chatted me up was coming behind me. He was playing darts in the pub.
He was in the pub, yeah. Right, so let me just say.
Go on then.
Now I used to do like a rock and roll disco, and I started as a DJ, and I used to play darts in there. Now she obviously was in, but she had her back to me as I'm going past. So I decided. I like the look of her, like, you know. She looks like a very nice girl.
You were right.
What do you think?
You were right.
Yeah. And I had my dart in my hand, so I just give her a little stab in the back.
Stab in the shoulder.
And she went, ow! Turned around with a big smile on her face, because it was me.
Yeah, of course. That's how it happened.
And
so
from there, obviously... We met a few other times afterwards and spoke. And
well, as Colin said, Colin used to do a disco in the pub, in the Marlborough pub, was where we actually met, wasn't it? Yeah. And it was my friend that made me go there with her. I didn't really want to go because I always thought we couldn't get in pubs. We were 16 and a half. I thought we couldn't get in pubs. We shouldn't have been getting in pubs, but we were.
No, you shouldn't.
But that's what happens.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So we went to this rock and roll night. And that's what happened. So we have to thank Karen for that.
I must admit, we were dressed up like we were older.
We were older. We didn't behave like we were young.
Didn't act like silly kids and all the rest of us.
Because we liked that kind of style and we liked that kind of music, we sort of fitted in with...
There was a lot of older... When you were only 16.
There was a lot of older people in there. Wasn't there?
Yeah.
Older than us, some around our age.
It was like a mixed age group.
It was a mixed age group, yeah.
They all got on
and
together.
Everyone just got along and it was lovely. It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
it's because the DJ was so good at playing music.
He was really good. And then I took over.
Oh. It's one of them things where when you need to go to the toilet and I'm like, I'll set this all up, Tracy. Just press that button, pull that lever down and that one up.
All I have to do is go.
And I'll be back.
Coordination has never been my strong point.
But it would probably be me, the chat up line, because it was my birthday, wasn't it? And I said to you, how about the birthday kiss for my birthday?
Yeah. There we go.
I had more than one. Still getting them now?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, me.
Aren't you lucky?
Very lucky.
Oh, hang on.
You don't know. Do you want me to do it?
You do it. So, So that's where we met, and that's how we met, and that was the chat up. And yes, my hair's curly. Naturally.
Not a smart chat up, just a
bit quite basic.
You'll do for me, baby, pulled.
Yeah, quite basic, really. Are you both sweet or savoury people?
I would say I was savoury. I mean, I like sweet things, but give me food, savoury food, any day.
And I'm gonna have to say I'm sweet because
she will sacrifice the savoury.
I would not eat me tea if I know there's a pudding there. I'd sooner enjoy me pudding, and that's wrong again. But hey ho, I'll have a salad. I've done that, haven't I? I've had a salad while everyone else has been eating proper meals, so I know I'm going to have a decent pudding.
Well, you look at them, or are you on the
I haven't looked on here, yeah. So this is still Dee's questions. And also, Natalie asked us this, what type of movies do we like? So, hi Natalie. What type of movies do we like?
Star Trek.
That's not a movie.
It is. Star Trek the movie.
Star Trek the movie. That's just stupid. So the type of movies we like, comedies. We like
all sorts. Horrors. Really love horrors. Like it's really good.
We do. And if it makes you goosepimples and jump,
and you're like, what?
And you're like, wah! Then we like that, don't we?
Yeah.
We went to see what was it called? My Bloody Valentine in 3D in the cinema.
The old one, the original one.
Yeah. And oh my god,
put the 3D glasses on.
3D glasses on. We were sitting there like Roy Orbison in the cinema.
It's good.
It was really good, but it was jumpy. But there was girls behind us who were going, "Oh no!" So that was making us laugh as well. But yeah, it was good. So we like old movies too, don't we? Yeah. We like like
classic movies.
Yeah. We like black and white movies. Yeah. We like the Christmas movies. Yeah. I like the
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. We went to the cinema to see that, didn't we, on
the
Christmas
old cinema,
Eve a few years ago. And what's the Preacher's Wife, is it?
Yeah. Preacher's
the
Wife,
Bishop,
yeah.
The Bishop's
Wife.
Well,
it's the
Bishop's Wife.
Yeah.
The Preacher's Wife was done again, and Whitney Houston was in it, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the black and white one that we like. I like the other one as well, but the black and white one.
Miracle on 34th Street. All them things. All them classic films.
But also, we do like the Griswolds. Christmas Vacation.
Can't beat them.
That is just so funny. We watch that, or we try to watch that every year, don't we?
Yeah.
What?
I'm just laughing, is it?
It is funny.
You can't help but laugh at Clark and everything he does.
Oh, he's a fool, isn't he? He's a clown, isn't he?
Great.
Right. So, what is your favourite time of year? Spring, summer, autumn, or winter?
Summer.
Definitely summer. It has to be summer.
Yeah.
I like
so I can just have my shorts on and a t-shirt.
Yeah. I like the look of the snow and the cold look of it if you're indoors or you're watching it on the telly. Other than that, I don't want to go out in that. It'll mess with me hair.
I don't mind going out in it and things like that, as long as you're wrapped up enough and you can come back in the
As long as I'm on your team for snowballs then, because he would absolutely batter me in the snow. You would, and you know you would. Right. If you could go back to your childhood days, would you? And if so, why did you? Did you like school? I did like school because I'm strange, and I wouldn't want to go back to my childhood.
Whereas I'm different. I hated school.
Yeah.
But I would go back to my childhood. Find more time to be with, me ma. I just didn't have enough time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 28 when she died, you see, so I know it wasn't my school days, but you don't know at that age.
No.
You think you've got all the time in the world, and
you do.
You do things and you're going out with your mates and doing whatever, and all right, your ma goes in, stay in that, things like that. When they watch something and all the rest of it, but
that's just life, isn't it?
No, of course it is. But what I'm trying to say to you is, because of the question, I would go back and do things differently.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't. Anyway.
Not anyway. Not yet, anyway.
Dee used to like going back for school. Did you like school dinners, Colin? Colin will say yeah. I say
would
no.
always go up for seconds.
I didn't like school dinners. I used to take a packed lunch, or
Go for seconds now as well.
as I got into senior school and you were allowed to go out. As you were allowed to go out for your dinner. I used to just go. We used to go. There was a Tesco not far from our school, and we used to go to Tesco and buy rubbish and fill like a cob with spring onion crisps, which I thought was amazing at the time, but clearly was no good for you. And a donut. Nothing's changed in my diet, has it? And she used to. Dee used to like going home for dinner and having frozen chips in the 70s. This was. And she used to like watching Pipkins and Rainbow.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, I remember them.
I also used to go home for dinner. Sometimes I used to go home and cook it for me. We had a Down syndrome brother. My brother and my sister. I used to cook the dinner for them and then go back to school. Because my mum done little shift works in Little Woods. So that little short period of time between... she wouldn't be there for dinner time, so I'd go home and do it. But I used to enjoy it, going home.
Yeah.
It was a nice break, getting away from school. Anything to get away from school.
I liked school. Strange as that sounds. I think when I went to senior school for probably the first 6 months, year, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a shock to me, to be honest. From where I lived to where the school that I went to. It was like 2 bus rides away. It had people who weren't the same kinds of people as me. They were posh.
A few bob.
They did. So it was a bit more of it was like a culture shock, really. Yeah. But then I got into it and I got to know people and I got whatever. And it just always goes to show that your first opinion of people is not always... No. You know, you've got to get to know people. Yeah. Dee also wants to know about our love of Disney.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's hard to know when it started, isn't it? Apart from we did go on holiday in 2004. I
think you grow up with seeing Disney films and things like that, honestly. And then we sort of had said a few times, and we went to Paris once.
We went to Paris. Just me and Colin went to Paris in 1998.
And there was an opportunity to go to Disneyland
Paris. And I said no. Weirdo.
She said no. And I went, why? She said, it's for kids.
It's for kids.
So we went, not like that.
I've had my words since then,
and
obviously.
Then, after that, we went to Orlando.
In 2004.
And this is, we've got some of these videos on our other channel.
We do have another channel,
which is the Florida Love Bugs.
Yeah.
This is what we started first.
Yeah. So Colin's got older kids because obviously he was in a relationship before we met. Yeah. And he has...
The relationship fails for, many different reasons.
Yeah.
Too much to go into.
But
I've got...
Colin's got 4 older kids.
Yeah. Two other sons and 2 daughters.
And 2 daughters, yeah. So we took... There's a set of twins there. One of the daughters and one of the sons is a set of twins. So we took them with George, who was only 3 at the time, wasn't he? Yeah. So we took them with us, and it was just like we went to Florida, we went to Disney the day after we got there, didn't we? We went straight to Disney, and it was just like,
it was amazing.
My God!
You loved it, didn't he?
From the very first time me and Colin got together, I always used to say to Colin, I hate Liverpool. I don't want to live in Liverpool. I don't want to be here. I'd move. And he'd go, there's no place like Liverpool. I never want to move. So we've always been opposite. We're still in Liverpool, obviously. I don't hate it. But
it was a snobbish idea that you had at the time. Sure.
But the day after we arrived in Florida, we were sitting in the Magic Kingdom. We were eating crisps and a butty, weren't we, that we'd made. Yeah. And other kids are sitting there. George is playing about and eating, and the other 2 are eating. And he just went to me, do you know what, I could live here? And I was like, what?
I wouldn't... It's the only place I've ever said.
Yeah. But it shocked me because I was like...
Because I've always said, and I said, no, I'm not leaving Liverpool. Yeah. Love Liverpool. I'm a Scouser, this and the other. All the usual things.
Yeah.
I like it in Liverpool. But Orlando really made me feel like wow, I could just stay here. Need lots of money to do that, like,
You
obviously.
do, yeah.
But
But
I mean, if
That's
we won the lottery, I think I'd live between both, to be honest with you.
yeah, we would.
You know,
And Paris, because Paris holds a special place for us as
you
well.
need a
doesn't it?
lottery win to be able to
But
have these places.
you would, yeah, definitely. We can't afford that.
Just about afford this.
Yeah, but I think from then on, we always we strived to go,
Yeah,
and we
as
went.
much as we could.
We went every year after that. Oh, sorry, we missed the following year,
Yeah.
and then we went every year up till 2010,
Yeah.
didn't we? So that's where that's come from. We love Disney. We love Orlando. We love Florida.
Yeah,
We love other places too, but that is like that's where our heart is as well, isn't it?
I mean, if you've seen the last videos of me last day, you'll see the emotion on Tracy when we walked into Universal.
That sort of that sort of leads on to the next question that we've got as well. Do that again for me, because Colin Blackshaw. Hi, Colin. Colin Black. I think that's all of Dee's there now, isn't it?
I think so.
She's telling us about the things and all that. And Dee, we think you're amazing as well.
You're amazing.
You're a lovely person, and your grandkids are so lucky to have you.
Yeah.
They really are. And she's got a 4-year-old. I'm sorry, we don't know the names of the kids, but she's got a 12-year-old and a 4-year-old, and she watches us as well. So, Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Sending all our love from me and
are.
Tracy.
Have a lovely Christmas, and I'm sure Father Christmas is going to bring you lots of lovely things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Santa Claus.
So yeah, Colin Blackshaw wants to know, what was our first ever vlog?
Ooh.
So as we've mentioned, we do have another channel,
Yeah.
which is called the Florida Love Books. Now
We were due to go to
we were
Orlando.
due to go to Orlando in 2020. I'll tell you how this come about, if I can tell you it really quickly. Colin, we discovered in 2019 that Colin has this heart condition called atrial fibrillation. It's quite popular. We hadn't heard of it, had we, at that point? So everything come crashing in on us, and we were like, what the hell is this? How are we?
Disney guys.
Pinocchio, and I've got Tinkerbell. So we were like, what's going on? What's this? We've gone out to work. He wouldn't listen to me. I'm saying, you need the day off. You need to go and see the hospital, because he was getting pains in his chest. Wouldn't listen. We comes home. Eventually, he let me phone for an ambulance because he couldn't get his breath. He was out of breath. Couldn't get steady, could you? He got taken in hospital. The ambulance came. We got rushed to hospital. Anyway, he found out atrial fibrillation. So
that was racing out over 230 something.
Yeah, which is really, really dangerous. Now, because he'd left it, if he'd have gone in right away, because he'd left it, they couldn't do the shock treatment, which is what they would do to stabilise the heart rate for this. So they had to slowly bring it back down, so put him on medication. So that obviously terrified the life out of us. It terrified him. It terrified all of us. So we'd said this was 2019, and we hadn't been to Florida since 2010, as I just said. For one reason and another, we had our own business. It failed. We were struggling. So we never got there. So when this happened to Colin, he went, that's it. We're doing what we want to do. We're going to go. We're going to work. We work hard. We're doing whatever. I'm making sure that we get to Florida next year. Okay, so go on.
Yeah.
So that's why we opened the Florida Love Books channel.
Yeah, we decided
we
to
would
video everything, so we do it as a YouTube,
but also
channel,
as like a video diary kind of thing
so
as
you
well.
can look back on. And if
so
anything happened,
it's always there for us,
videos of us,
for the kids, for the grandkids, for whoever to follow on and watch.
Yeah.
So the very first video we done was stood in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's about a 2-minute long video, is it? We were sweating. We were terrified.
Nervous.
We were so
we
nervous.
were only talking to the camera.
Yeah.
And we could have done it over and over again.
We could have, but we don't like to do that. We don't.
Let's just do it.
It's just a one thing with us. We've got no time to do retake and retake and retake. So we don't do that. We switched. We haven't got a clue what we're going to say when we switch the cameras on.
Turned it on and said, "Come on."
It just happens, and we're still like that now, aren't
Tracy, she was brilliant. She's done all the talking.
But I was sweating.
And I was like,
And previous to this, I was the nervous one who was saying, I don't know whether I can. I didn't want to talk to the camera and dead shy and this and that. And he's like, come on, girl, we can do this. We'll be all right. Well, you say that. You've got better. I'm probably still as nervous, but I just
you
ramble on.
We've got better. I mean, we pick the camera up. We don't rehearse nothing. We don't think of nothing. We don't even say to each other, let's do such a thing. I go, come on. Tracy says to me, come on, let's get this done.
And we just
turn the camera on.
Yeah.
And it's like, we just start doing things, don't we?
We just do it. And
we just be us, really.
Yeah, the only thing we know what's going to happen is, because we're reviewing food now, we know, well, this is today's food that we're going to review, and that's about it. Whatever else gets said, we've never practiced. We've never said, I'll say this, you say that. We're not scripted.
Anybody who's met us and who speaks to us would say, that's us. That's exactly how we are.
Yeah.
What you see on the camera
is us.
On the vlogs, that's exactly how we are. We'll laugh and we'll joke. We'll say things with little slight comments, with little
us two sitting there, we're still like that, aren't we?
Bit of fun.
Yeah. All the time.
Always.
So that was our first ever vlog.
Yeah. So it was dead short.
Yeah, it was dead short. And as you know, 2020, that was March 2020. Yeah. The day we should have flown, the whole country got shut down. So we didn't get to go in 2020 after all.
So we eventually got to go.
In May this year, just gone. So Colin also wants to know, do we follow any other YouTube channels, and which ones? Well, we do, but
they're like things about Orlando and Florida and other things like that.
Yeah, we very rarely watch any food channels, to be honest.
We look at some of their homes in Orlando.
Yeah.
Some of them are absolutely gorgeous and ridiculous. Imagine having the money to be able to afford one of them. Some of them are absolutely lovely. We look at them, don't we?
Yeah.
You watch Mr. Morrow. He's a YouTuber.
Page of Mr. Morrow, yeah.
He's a YouTuber in Florida. He's a nice lad.
He's a nice fella.
I think he's one of the people that he misses his dad.
Yeah.
His
mum and his sister come out. They don't live in Florida.
They don't live in the same state.
No, but they come out to see him often, don't they? And he is lovely.
He's made up.
He is, yeah. He enjoys what he does, and you can tell, can't you?
He's funny.
He is funny. Yeah. I don't know whether he means to be funny.
Yeah, but he is a character, isn't he?
He is a character, yeah. We'd love to meet him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would. We'd have fun. We'd have fun.
Yeah.
With him.
So there's that. We watch the Paul Baker, which is the housing thing, isn't it, on YouTube?
I am Paul Baker.
What else do we watch?
There's many things
we watch people who are going on holiday to Florida.
Yeah.
We watch things like that. Like we enjoyed the travel days, and we enjoyed their excitement and
some
things
food
like that.
channels, but we don't actually watch them
a lot
religiously.
Of food. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We don't watch a lot of food channels.
If something comes up that we think, oh, that looks nice or that looks good,
or
interesting, we will watch it.
Yeah.
But we don't want to sort of be influenced by other food channels to think that we have to do what they've done.
Yeah.
If we happen, and it's quite easily done because there's that much that gets done by everybody.
Yeah.
If we so happen to do something that someone else does, it's only because we wanted to do that. It's not because we've seen them do it. And so that's why we don't want to be influenced by anything like that.
Yeah. I think in that sense we're not in competition. We've never ever in anything that we've ever done. We've not been in competition. We're not in competition with anyone.
I mean, there's a small channel that I call Sparky Marky, and he's been having a hard time from people, and we support him.
We do. And we've said
we've spoken some kind words to the channel and all that. And if you go out and take a look, guys, he enjoys doing what he's doing.
He enjoys what he's doing. He got a lot of stick, didn't he? And I know he won't mind us telling this, because he come out as gay on YouTube on his channel, and he's there with it, and he got a lot of stick for it, which is completely unbelievable to begin with, because
this day and age,
what's wrong with people? He's not harming anyone.
He's still the same person. He's still doing things he does.
Exactly.
Wants to enjoy life. Wants to enjoy
the
things.
Same as everybody does.
Like we all do.
Yeah. So,
so if you want to go and give him some
give him a
support,
watch.
his name's
Yeah.
Sparky Marky.
Yeah.
It's funny sometimes.
He's
watching.
funny too as well, and his partner's funny as well, isn't he?
He's funny, well,
And
meaning to be funny,
I
you
don't know
know.
whether they're meaning to be funny or not, but they're funny, yeah.
but
So, there
and if
we
you
go.
do, give him a little mention and say,
Yeah,
you know, we say hi.
yeah. Where are we? Alan Smith wants to know, how isn't Colin 20 stone? He is. He's just very tall. He is very tall.
Actually, I've lost some weight.
Yeah.
But I was 19 stone 10.
Yeah, so he was very
A
close.
few months back, I was
Yeah.
19 stone 10.
I think before I went off
Yeah.
work, he was that.
But sometimes, I know we're always eating stuff and things like that, but there'll be where if we can, we might not eat something too much before it or too
Yeah.
much after it, if possible.
Yeah.
It's difficult over this period of time because we're putting that many vlogs on.
And we're doing
We've eaten a
festive
few
things
times a
and
day.
all that. Yeah.
But sometimes some of the things that I'll eat that you don't see on the vlog, it'll only be something like if you've seen us buying peanut butter.
Yeah, we'll have that
Aldi,
for breakfast and
we'll
stuff.
have that because it's full of protein and things like
it's
that.
low in sugar.
Really low in sugar. I know people might say, but it's high in
Calories.
and fat, things like that.
We don't look at that.
No,
we
and
don't
that's
count
part of what we've always said about dieting.
Yeah.
People look at the wrong things. If you've got carbohydrates and you have a lot of carbohydrate sugar, that is hidden sugars, and you'll put the weight on and you'll keep the weight on by having that.
Yeah.
Now if you cut that down as much as you possibly can,
The
you
weight
can go
will fall
about
off.
and you
Will.
I'll eat cheese, milk, not even don't eat milk, drink milk,
Cream.
have cream,
Meats.
you
Fish.
talk about fruits, don't they? And
There's only certain types
there's only
of
certain,
fruits.
the berries is what the best
Yeah.
fruits that you can have.
Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries,
Yeah.
raspberries. We
Okay.
will at some point, and I know we've been promising this, but we will at some point when, I think after the Christmas
We need
somewhere,
some kind of a platform to be able to
to
put this on
to show
for
you properly what we're going to do and what the diet entails.
It's able to work out, because
Yeah.
if you just put it in a vlog, it'll get lost in time
Yeah.
and space.
Yeah,
But we need this to be somewhere that you can go to,
and always.
and we can keep adding stuff to
Yeah,
it.
we'll get
That is
around
good.
to that.
And then you just
Won't we?
use that as part of your daily diet, and you will lose weight.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go, Alan. That's your answer.
But those, don't just go and eat peanut butter because you might have an allergy to peanuts.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want anybody to go and cause themselves any harm.
No.
You have to make sure that some of these things that you haven't got allergens to.
Yeah. So Jane and Robbie Leach, they were one of the questions. Where did we
Hi,
meet?
Jane and Robbie.
Hi, you're from Adelaide.
Yeah.
And they also want to know, what does Colin do for work and what did Tracy do? Well, we work together. We are couriers, delivery couriers.
Yeah.
So while I've been off work, as you know, because
Self-employed.
it's classed as self-employed. Yeah, we've always been self-employed anyway. Because
Before that we were
as I said, we
self-employed,
had our own business, and previous to that business, Colin was on the taxis, weren't you? So we had our own taxi, Hackney taxi.
Yeah, driver.
So we've always been self-employed. So this opportunity came about, so we took it because obviously you need money, don't you, to live, and blah,
the way
blah.
things have been going.
So our previous business was failing. It was a vintage and retro clothing, underwear, shoes, things like that, which we loved, didn't we? We really loved.
It was nice to find these hidden
some
gems,
of the things were
some of the
amazing
old
that we
gems and all
found.
that.
So then obviously this came about, so Colin said, yeah, we'll do that, we'll just do it. And we did think at first it'll just, I thought it'll just be temporary, it'll just be 6 months. It's not, it's been 5 years now. But it's hard work.
It is.
It's hard work when there's two of us going out to do it, but Colin's been having to do this. This time of year is a nightmare.
It's really taxing. 6 days a week.
Yeah. So
they want you to work 7 if you could.
they do for 3 Sundays in December, or the first.
So that would put you on about a 28 day without a break.
Yeah, which is not on really, is it? So so that's what we do. But obviously I haven't been to work since the 18th, 19th of August now, isn't it? So Colin's been having to do that on his own, so...
Which I don't mind, but it is taxing.
You mean you don't miss me?
Of course I miss you. What I mean is I don't mind because you're doing it.
Yeah, I know.
I'll do anything for us, you know what I mean?
I know.
It's just, it is tiring.
It's boring taxing. On your own as well, I imagine.
And we want to just do YouTube.
We do.
We do, don't we?
We do, but we need...
And we know it's going to take time before we can just do YouTube. So,
but,
you know.
Yeah. We're enjoying, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
we put as much as we can into it.
Yeah. Because I've been off from work as well, and the pain I've been in, I think this has kept me going, to be honest, hasn't it? Because I felt really miserable on some days, and I haven't been able to straighten up at all, have I, at some point, and I've been bent over, and then I've sat down, and as we say, we put the camera on, and it's been, okay, whatever what we're doing today. So it helps, it keeps us going in that way, doesn't it?
Plus, if we were just doing YouTube, then I'd be around Tracy all the time, and I can be able to help her
in
anything she needs.
Well, you do help me anyway,
I know,
you?
but I'm just saying, if I have to go to work.
I know. Okay, so that's that one. Madeline and Pete, hi!
Hi guys.
They want to know, what is...
I'm going to have some custard in a bit, Pete.
Oh, don't. What is our favourite Christmas ornament? So we have to show you this, okay? So you'll have to come with us.
Okay. 1 second. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do like lots of things. We like the Disney ornaments. I mean, you know,
we've showed you them.
We've showed you like Tinkerbell and things like that. And there's many different things that we do like on this
that we've got that we love.
But I think our latest one,
the latest favourite one from this year, has got to be this one.
It's got to be this.
Yeah.
This has got to, you know.
That's our newest one for this
year.
Together
since 1989.
Yeah.
That must be our favourite.
Yeah.
It's my favourite anyway.
It's my favourite. I'm just thinking,
but there is so many, you know, things
so
that
many
you look back
ones
at
that
and you
we've
think,
got. Yeah.
You know, all the new Disney ones, things like that, like the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Things like that. The Mickey.
Yeah. I like the Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah.
The Tower of Terror.
Love the Tower of Terror. Love that ride.
Nah. So
we'd get a uniform.
Yeah.
It'd be really made.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's it.
So let's go back to the table and we'll carry on with the questions.
Okay, we're back. So Madeline also wants to know, Madeline and Pete also want to know why we have a Faulty Towers bell by our cooker. We just do.
It could be Faulty Towers. It could be the Tower of Terror.
It could be anything. It was actually bought for us from a neighbour. A neighbour, yeah. So.
Because you know that we like old things.
Yeah, we like vintage stuff and all that, so she bought us that.
Yeah. So it's just sat there every now and again. There you go, like.
Service.
Yes.
Right then.
And the next
question. Johnny Tasker. Hi.
Hi, Johnny.
Johnny and Jacob. Hello.
Hi, Jacob.
Johnny would like to know: does George eat? Does George try all the food we have?
He tries quite a bit of it, doesn't he?
Yeah. It depends if it's been like a just like a one thing or one portion size, whatever.
He always only gives it a score of 6, though.
Yeah.
Isn't
it? Isn't that when it's only my stuff? It's usually
possibly
an 8. It's an 8, isn't it?
Right.
When it's my
it's
stuff.
an 8, but
when I've cooked.
Is it an 8 for yours or a 6?
It's an 8.
Is it?
Yeah.
I always wonder, but it's just the same score for everything.
And I'm like, oh, what's that? I've fed you all your life, you little swine. I haven't killed him
yet.
yet.
The first time we went to Florida, he goes,
he'd been waiting for weeks. We'd had like countdown, hadn't we, and all that. And we get there, and he goes,
hey, what are we going to do now?
What do we do now? I said, well, you're on holiday for 2 weeks, lads. We're going to go out and we're going to go out to eat. And he goes, oh, can't you make us something to eat? You're a lovely cooker.
I want to go home.
I want to go home.
And then when we eventually come home, he cried. Didn't want to go to school. He wanted to go back to Orlando.
Yeah.
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 And he's done that ever since.
Yeah. And Johnny and Jacob have got another one for us, and it's same, asks how did we meet? Well, we've already answered that one. And also, when and how did our interest in food begin? I'll say my interest.
I think I was born with an interest in food, but
I'd say my interest in food began when I met Colin, because
well, I've always, and I'd look and I'd say you need to eat better than that. You know,
I used to just eat sweets.
Or she'd have a snack, a bar or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And I'd be like,
I was.
That's not going to do you any good.
No, I was quite unhealthy. I mean, I did get food, but it wasn't the food that I wanted to eat. You know, was it?
So over time, we've had.
We tried different things, and we've got really adventurous, haven't we?
Yeah. And the food sort of interest on the channel has always sort of been there, hasn't it?
Yeah, and as I say, we started that Florida Love Books channel, and we were doing little bits of food in that, weren't we? Going out places and things, but it didn't really. Because it was
held within.
It sort of got lost in the vlogs that we done for holidays and things. So it didn't get noticed in that way as a food channel. So and I kept saying, let's just do another channel. Colin always wanted to do a food channel, and I was always like, no. Oh no, I'm not eating in front of people. I don't want to eat in front of people. We got 4,000 and something subscribers now. What has happened to my life? So, there we go. That's that one. Natalie, another one for... Oh, no. Have we done Natalie's question?
No.
Oh, she asked what movie did we like, but also what music do we like?
Well, as you say, because I was a DJ, the music that I would play would be a real cross-section, wouldn't it? Yeah. But mainly, it would be 1950s music. Yeah. But it would be like rock and roll, rockabilly... but there was also swing in there and everything, wasn't there? Yeah. I think we are quite eclectic with our music tastes. I like Tamla Motown. Yeah. I like lots of the 60s stuff. Yeah. Some of the 70s. There's actually some nice 40s as well that we like. 1940s music. It's a real cross-section. The only thing, I like the 70s, the 60s, like the 50s, the crooners of the 50s and that. I like all that. The only place where we disagree would be the 80s, wouldn't it? I can't stand I love the 80s. He hates the 80s. Yeah. But if it wasn't for the 80s, and I always tell him this, if it wasn't for the 80s, we wouldn't have met. So... It just doesn't have to have the 80s music in it. Oh, but some of the 80s music is good, and you watch, we'll get loads of responses now saying 80s is good. Don't get me wrong, there was some things that, and Tracy knows this, some things that I don't mind, and I will state, that's alright. But I got so much that was quite similar. Like, it was too much alike from singer to singer, artist to artist. It was quite the same, and even the music was quite from one track to another was very similar. I think from me being about 14 to me being about 17, 18, my music tastes were just completely all over the place, weren't they? Because I liked the Smiths, I liked the Communards, I liked a lot of stuff, and then obviously I got into the 50s music. And I mean, I'm coming from a position of where I used to play music, so I'd play popular things and other things, so I'm looking at it from a different angle from somebody who just, I like that band, or I like whatever at the time. So I'm looking at a different angle from that, because I would play the music. You think about it and you listen to it in a different way. Yeah. Other than just, you know what I mean? That's why such a big cross section of music. Yeah. I'm interested in and I like. It isn't just like a hate of the 80s. No. It's certain tracks will come on and I'll go. I have my things playing in the kitchen, and I shut the door and I still get told, turn that music down. Can't hear the football. So there you go, Natalie. That's it. And how we met, she asked that as well. We've already answered that one. Hi, Natalie. So there you go. We'll have to get to see you sometime. We will do, yes. Maybe have something to eat together. Yeah. Ria wants to know, how did we meet? We've already said that, haven't we? And what jobs outside of YouTube do we do? And how did we get into YouTube? We've explained all that as well, haven't we? Hi, Ria. Hi. Thanks for the questions.
Yeah, brilliant. Here's another one from Alan Smith. Can Tracy make a good Yorkshire pudding?
Tracy can turn her hand to quite a few decent things. I don't think we've ever sort of done a Yorkshire pudding, have we?
I have.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Not lately. And it was nice. But, I mean, if I'm asking Tracy to make something, it's usually something more extravagant than a Yorkshire pudding, isn't it?
I like to be... I can bake, can't I?
Yeah.
And I like to just be left.
She doesn't like to be under pressure.
No, if someone asks me, will you make me some cakes or will you make me a
She
cake?
panics.
I panic. And I really do go into meltdown and don't I?
Yeah.
But if I just go in the kitchen and just go blah, 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 put my music on,
There you
do
go, I've made
whatever.
that.
There you go, here's your cake, here's a cake for you, happy birthday or happy whatever. And then everyone's like, wow, that was good, whatever. I feel accomplished
Then they
then.
start saying, you should make them and sell
And
them.
I go, oh God, I'll flap it.
Where you find the time, I don't know.
No, I know, that's true. So I've answered that one. Susie Crawley, this is a question for everyone. Hi Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Did anyone drink the cabbage water when the mum had cooked cabbage?
Oh,
I would say no, I did never do that. My mum did cook cabbage, but
I didn't like
no,
the smell. It stunk.
I still don't like the smell of cabbage.
No.
I like to eat it. I will eat it. And that's probably...
Yeah,
but I never drank the
yeah,
water.
don't mind eating it, honestly.
Have you drank the water?
No, I think I probably tasted it as an adult. But I suppose it'd be good making soup. You know what I mean? As a base
I
for
have
making
actually
soup,
used
yeah.
it for
I think
that,
we've
haven't
done
I?
that once,
I've done
didn't
that, yeah. I used to have a tower, what's that called? The steamer.
Yeah.
And so when all the veg, I used to put like 3 different types of veg in, and maybe one of them was cabbage.
Yeah.
Whatever the stock, whatever the water was left in the bottom, I used to use that as stock for the lentil soup.
Yeah.
Didn't I? And just put lentils in it, and it was lovely. So there you go. There's a cooking tip for you as well. What hobbies? Jane, another one from Jane and Robbie. What hobbies do we have if we ever get the time from vlogging?
Because I don't really have any time for any hobbies, but I'm trying to think back what I like to do. A hobby.
Holidays are a hobby. They can be, can't they? If you've got enough money to travel a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what's being a hobby. It's something that you're going to enjoy. And,
my thing is probably making stuff.
Mm.
I like to make.
She likes to drool about
like
things.
craft things, and
Yeah.
I like my glue gun. I bought a glue gun. I'm getting along very well with that. No burns.
I mean, years ago when I did have time, I used to like tinkering with cars. I had a 1961 Ford Consul, column gears, just 3 forward gears and reverse, and it was brilliant. Bench seat, loved it, you know. And I mean, I've done things on that, like changed the clutch, steering box, welded, plated the floor.
Oh my god!
All things like that. I'm really into doing, you know what I mean? Messing around and learning about different parts of the engine. You know, taking
it apart and putting it back together. Colin is really good at DIY, to be honest, as well. Aren't
I
you?
don't like that as a hobby.
He doesn't like it, but he's really good at it.
Once I get started,
But it's getting them started. You know, you'd have to sort of shoehorn them
then
into
I'm like, no, it has to be done such a way.
This is needing doing.
But
Looking for the next question. Move
no,
on.
it's not that. I don't really have any hobbies.
Not in that way, no.
No.
And if we started a hobby, I really don't know what it would be.
I tell you what, I would. Though, like I do like taking photographs.
Yeah,
I like photography.
that's another thing. He was really good at that, photography. That was
it would have
job.
been something nice to. It just didn't.
As you've seen by the picture behind us.
You need money. Yeah. You need money. To be able to do this, to take the time off to do it.
To take the time off work, to be able to. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that one's done. Kath Rachman. Hi Kath.
Hi Kath.
What made you want to do videos about different food tasting?
Well, I always wanted to do it because I thought there's so much delicious food out there that I think if we do videos about it, it gives us the opportunity to try all kinds of new things that we've never tasted and maybe never would taste.
That's true.
And that's really what I used to say to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said, you know, if we do well enough, we could travel the world and try different foods in different places.
Yeah.
And we do want to go to these other places and do that. And
we do.
Any opportunity we can, we will do.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously bring
you
it
on
into
along.
your home so that you can see it from our perspective.
Yeah.
What we think, because we, without a doubt, will not tell you a word of a lie about anything. We always tell the truth.
We always tell the truth.
If it's naff and it's bad, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
If it's good, it's nice, whatever, we tell you.
If it's perfect, we'll tell you.
It's always difficult that if you go in somewhere and it's a small business, you don't want to slate them, you don't want to kill them on the opportunity, but you look upon it by sort of saying it in such a way that it's like advising, that's not really good. If you improve on that, you'll get, you know, better reviews, better sales, things like that. So it's good because it helps people, because if you go somewhere nice, you get something nice, you're telling it, and then people will see it and go, oh, yeah, I know where that is, I'll go there, I'll try that.
Yeah.
And it helps them,
it's us.
As well as those that are naff who just don't care.
And then they
obviously
don't deserve
we'll sell it, like all they're there is ready just to take the money off you.
Yeah.
And the service is bad. They don't care about the people who are going in and paying to eat.
You and your money. Yeah, then obviously that's
someone who cares and takes, you know.
Yeah. And makes an effort is what you want, isn't it?
Yeah. And we have had it where we've been to places and it's been good service. The people have been nice. Some of the food's been great, some of it hasn't. But we've told it like that.
Yeah.
And they've gone, okay, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Please come back and we'll you know,
we'll see if we can
rectify
that, or we can
adapt
and change.
Because then people do.
It's giving feedback, isn't it? Really, you know, like businesses always ask you, don't they?
Yeah.
For feedback from whatever product or you know the service and things like that. So in a way, that's sort of what we're doing.
Those who want it, they want to improve.
Yeah, of course.
Those who don't, they don't want to improve.
No.
They think they're doing a fine job.
Oh, we've had that one. Naturally curly hair, it is. Lynette, how do you say that? Bowen?
Yeah.
From Belfast. Hi, Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
She asks us, why do we always have the brush handle in the handle of the door behind us? We haven't got it there today.
No.
Since you said that, I've been making sure I've moved it. The reason being is because it's a brush.
Over the place.
It's a brush and it's a Swiffer for the. We got wooden floors, so it's a Swiffer for the floor. We only live in a small narrow house, so the brush and the Swiffer.
We've got one
thing,
cupboard for things.
That's the cupboard. That's the only. It's the cupboard under the stairs.
There's nowhere else for storage.
There's nowhere else for storage. We don't have a mop bucket because I don't need one because I've just got the Swiffer and I've got the rubber brush that I brush everywhere, and then I've got a Hoover. I've got two Hoovers, obviously.
Obviously.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like I've got
a good and a bad.
I've got a Hoover. I've got a heavy Hoover that stays upstairs because it's too heavy to use for me to use, and I've got a cordless one that I just can whiz around down here. But the brushes are there because if I put them anywhere else, they fall over.
Yeah. So she hooks them behind.
So I hook them behind the handle of the door. And we have got new doors to go on, but that's a DIY job for Colin to do. We've also got new handles, which are like an Art Deco, which we've got in the living room actually. So I won't be able to do that with
because it's like a knob handle.
Because it's like it's a knob. So it's, I don't know what I'm going to do with them then. You'll have to give me suggestions.
But you can't hook your brush behind your knob.
Definitely not. Jacob's got a question. Do we have any hobbies? We've had that one, haven't we? Other than YouTube and food and drinking. Well, we've covered that, haven't we? Yeah. And Andy Sim across the Mersey.
Yeah.
His question is, what's our favourite restaurant in Liverpool and why? And he thinks he knows the answer to this already.
Didn't tell us.
He didn't tell us what it was, what he thought it was. Now he just thinks he knows. So, what do you...
Favourite? We do like the Amalia.
We love the Amalia.
It's a nice atmosphere. It's very welcoming.
Yeah.
The food's delicious.
Yeah.
And it's
quality food.
Yeah.
It isn't like over the top prices either.
But we like so many places.
But there's lots of places that we like. But we'd say that was, if we could categorise it, that's our best for Italian.
Yeah.
For Chinese, I'd say Maggie Foo's.
Yeah, Maggie Foo's.
Because that is amazing, that. For your, like, your breakfasts and what? Like a brunch, something like that. Then it's not quite a restaurant, but it's the key lime coffee. What else?
Well, also we found that the new one that we found up in London Road, and that was delicious as well, wasn't it?
Becca's. Oh, Becca's, that was another one. See, we love them all.
It's right opposite TJ's.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, try that if you're from Liverpool. Definitely give them a try. They're on the corner. It's amazing, isn't it?
Turkish and all that.
Yeah, it's so nice. Relaxing, really, wasn't it? It was lovely. The food was
we ordered the Turkish breakfast and there was so much to eat.
Filled the table. We were like, what?
It was quality, it was
We've
delicious.
Got someone else's order here as well.
Yeah. And a lovely cup of coffee.
What else? Where else in Liverpool have we had?
There is so many.
There is. Yeah.
And it's hard to just...
And chicken, we liked that yard and coop, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was really...
There's some...
That was sort of our style of things as well, wasn't it? It was quirky, it was, a bit eclectic. There was a lot of, like, it was fun in there, wasn't it?
I mean, fish and chips is a popular one.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's so many naff places in Liverpool for fish and chips.
No, definitely
If we find a good one, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
The best one that we've had is Burns. You've seen that, we've done a review on that.
Yeah.
Johnny English in the centre of Liverpool.
Yeah, that's another good one.
But, something where you've got lovely crispy batter that's not sloppy. Hard to find in Liverpool. It is. Really hard to find.
It's difficult, isn't it?
I speak to so many people as well, sometimes at work, and some of them don't know what I'm talking about, but some of them go, oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really find a decent one in Liverpool. They don't know of one.
So we're down to our last question, I think, because a lot of them are what's the name questions, copied from other places and that. So Karen Clancy, it's a couple of questions that she's asked us. Do we have brothers and sisters, and do we live close to them to celebrate Christmas and birthdays? And have we always lived here since we got married? Well, there's some shock news for you, Karen. We're not actually married. We have been together for 33 years now, but we're not actually married.
Over the brush that keeps
keeping
behind the door handle.
Yeah. It's never really been...
It hasn't sort of crossed our mind, has it? We just gone on living together, doing the things we do.
Yeah. For a few years we lived with your dad, didn't we? And then we bought this place. Yeah. And we've been here for 26 years, haven't we? I mean, we're
as close as anyone could be.
Yeah, it's just that we've got different surnames, that's all, isn't it?
It's, for me to let it have my surname, it's got to be really good. So I'm only kidding, girl.
He's horrible, isn't he? He doesn't mean it, he's only messing. I know he's only messing.
Especially with the common one that she comes with. Only kidding, love.
So the other question is what Karen's asked. So we've lived here for 26 years. We would move if we could, and we would have moved a long time ago when probably our business was doing okay, but then recession hit.
We did have plans.
To move and get a bigger place and have a garden and things like that, but it's life, isn't it?
It killed everything.
It doesn't,
it was just as well, because we may have lost everything.
We could have lost everything, whereas, we're alright. Aren't we?
We got by.
Yeah. So the other question is, do we have brothers and sisters, and do we live close to them to celebrate Christmas and birthdays? Shall I go first?
Go on.
I've got one brother. That's it. We live not far away, but we're not very close. Even though we live close, we're not close. We do have... I've got mum and dad as well. My mum and dad are still here. Again, we don't see much of them. My family don't sort of support us or follow us on our YouTube journey.
That's okay.
That's fine.
But, they don't have to.
They don't have to. So that's...
It's the problem that they don't have to, but
they would rather.
Negative.
How to explain it is the way we ask you to give us a thumbs up.
We always ask everybody, please give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Because it helps, because we know that we get a thumbs down from them.
Yeah. And that comes from my
every single
close
day.
relatives of mine.
Yeah.
Which is not nice, and it's not good, but it's not good.
It's every single day, sometimes
every day.
within the first
Yeah.
half an hour, an hour.
So when we ask you for a thumbs up,
yeah.
that's why we're always asking you.
We know it's them because of the pattern of things.
Yeah. So it's not nice, and it's not whatever, but...
And that's not the reason why we don't get on.
No, that's not the reason. There's plenty of reasons why.
Yeah. Throughout our life.
Throughout my life, there's been different things. We just don't get on.
Yeah. And it's probably better that we don't talk, we don't whatever. It's not that we don't talk, we try to over the years.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. But it's probably better for my peace of mind, to be honest.
I mean, George was only a little lad, and he didn't get to see them very much, did he?
No.
Things that they wanted to do were the wrong thing.
Yeah.
They didn't want to take a little lad and go, yeah, we'll bring him, come down each week. We'll take him to the betting shop and let him put a bet on. You know, not the kind of thing that you do.
No, it's not.
With children.
It's not.
And we would, well, you wouldn't go like, right, he's not coming down. You would turn around and go, don't be doing that.
Can you not do that with him?
The opportunity and things like that. So there's all kinds of little things.
There's lots of things, yeah. There's far too many to go into, and
because Tracy turns around and goes, like, well, I'm not going to do that, or we're not going to whatever for what they want. There was a meal, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because we didn't turn up at the meal, because I was working and George was working on the Saturday. Tracy said, can we move this to the Sunday and do something, whatever, and we'll organise whatever. But they went, no, because we're going to be getting up for work on the Monday. So, well, we are also.
Plus my leg was bad as well.
Yeah. And because we couldn't turn up for it, from that moment,
this is where the thumbs down
that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
That way.
So this is where the thumbs down started. Now,
and they went back over all the vlogs that we had in the past.
We know we more or less know exactly who it is, don't we? Yeah. But the thing is, it's not going to stop us.
No, that's not.
They
think it's hurting us.
It's not.
And
that's
we
the
know we've got
foolish thing
such
and the sad
lovely
thing.
subscribers out there who,
yeah.
you know, who help and willing to.
It's brilliant that we know, although we've never met a lot of you out there, we know that
feel like
you're friends to us.
We feel closer to you than we do to them.
Yeah, and that's why when we got our present off Madeline and Pete, it was so moving and so touching to us that we were like, wow, and that's why.
Oh.
So
to counteract them thumbs down, guys, if you could please give us a thumbs up. We'd be really appreciative of it.
Thank you.
Just every single time that you remember, please.
Yeah.
And if you think about going back over some of them and just give them
you're milking that now.
Oh well, you know, you never know.
So Colin's got brothers and sisters as well.
Yeah.
Well, a sister.
Yeah.
And
one sister who actually she got everything she wanted in the family. She was spoiled really by my dad, and she wanted everything. You know, my mum and dad's dead now, and the kind of things that any photographs that we got, I've got some photographs, and I know that I can scan them, do whatever, and give people copies of them photographs. She wanted to take the photographs, and my brother.
Stop banging the table.
My brother Joe, he was in cute with her. He was doing the same thing, and the two of them have done some right things. So I don't see them anymore, and we're better off rather than have them people in my life causing problems, causing fights, causing ructions. Because we're happy. We just get on.
We like to just have
a happy.
Positive thoughts. Yeah. We have positive thoughts.
Like
we give out positive thoughts. When I was out at work, you can guarantee everyone will stop. Everyone will chat to us, don't they? Yeah. They know us. They know they can trust us. They know that we are. If some of them have got my phone number, and they'd say, I won't be in, can you keep hold of my parcel for me, or whatever it is, and we go, yeah, and we'll bring it home.
They trust us.
So for both families to be where we're at us, it's not what we want. We just want to get on with our lives and have a happy time.
Why they can't just be,
and why they can't just be, okay, yeah,
happy
that's
for
fine,
you and just enjoy things.
So
I've got another brother called Phil,
yeah.
and obviously don't get to see him as much as I can, but he's lovely.
Phil is lovely, yeah, he is.
And we get on okay.
Yeah.
And all that. He's had problems with Joe and Helen.
With the others.
But he's a bit more forgiving than I am towards them. Some of the things that they've done I can't forgive. And that's to do with the other brother who's Down syndrome. They sort of done some really slight things.
Which is unforgivable, to be honest.
And the worst sad thing about it is he died in hospital on his own.
Yeah.
And I can't forgive that.
No.
Because they had the opportunity to change that and they didn't.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of personal stuff that I'm actually telling you at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's just so you understand where we're coming from.
Where we are.
And, you know, I can forgive anyone many times over, but when people repeatedly, you know,
it's nasty, to be honest. There's
a lot of
nasty.
And
there is a lot of nasty
Tracy's family,
stuff.
There's been a lot of nasty stuff throughout.
Just nasty stuff, and
throughout the last 30 odd years.
Yeah, people being sly and devious and sort of being, what's the word? Like, I'll trust anyone, and I am, and I'm stupid, I know at times. Apart from you, I don't trust you. I am quite a trusting person, and I think that I wouldn't treat someone else in a way that I've been treated. I'm soft, maybe, but
you always treat people
how you would like to be treated.
Treat people.
Yeah, how you'd like to be treated ourselves, and that's how we always.
It sounds like that we're really brilliant people, but it's just us. We just do what you see, guys.
Do you know what? We're just normal people, aren't we? Yeah. We're normal people. Yeah. We've got normal lives, and we enjoy like doing this, and we like to keep it that way, and we like to keep positive. And
the reason we told you them little stories that we got there at the end is because they're the kind of things that we don't want in our life.
No, we don't need, to be honest. Anyway,
Tracy loves answering the comments.
Yeah,
answering back to Madeline, Johnny,
everybody. Yeah.
Who constantly message us and give us encouragement, things like that. It's brilliant.
It is, it's lovely.
And we have a laugh and some good things said, make you laugh, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really a brilliant life. We're enjoying this. And we're not asking anybody for anything.
No.
All we ask is that don't hinder us, don't try and destroy what we're trying to do. Just if you don't like it, just don't watch it.
Yeah. Basically that's it. Yeah.
But,
and the same goes for strangers as well. We would say the same to strangers. If you stumbled across our video and you think, oh, it's not for me, which that's understandable. We know there's going to be a lot of people who don't like us out there, and that's fine.
Not everybody likes
not everyone is going to be everyone else's cup of tea. Plus, a lot of people don't like Scousers. But, well, they don't, do they? Let's face it. But we have had messages.
Stereotyping now, isn't it?
But people do say that, and we have had messages from people saying
that happens from lots of places.
Hold on, but we've had messages from people saying, "Oh, I didn't like Scousers until I've watched your videos," and so we've turned people around. So that's good. That can only be good for the people of Liverpool.
That's only because people get the wrong impression from certain things, and certain people.
Yeah,
you have to talk to a Scouser. You know,
you'll be friends within no time.
Yeah.
We are quite friendly, aren't we?
Yeah. There's some naff people like this everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's some Scousers we hate. We just told you about a few of them. But you know what I mean?
Oh my God, yeah.
Just have a laugh.
Yeah.
It's life.
It is.
It's too short. Enjoy it.
I would say. All done? Or is that seconds out?
I thought we were going to have some more food then.
Oh no more food. I don't think so. Do you?
No, we had a nice feast. You've probably seen that.
You might have. You might not.
Might not.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has welcomed us into your houses, your phones, your TVs, however you watch us.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate every
do.
single one of you. We really do. And maybe now you understand a little bit more about us.
Pulls a puffy up so I can put my feet up.
Oh, he's pretty lazy, him, isn't he?
If you welcome me into the home, I want to put my feet up, don't I? A nice cuppa.
Get him to take his shoes off before he comes in. He's always walking in dog muck.
Oh, that's terrible. When I did it, so much.
Okay, don't go there. So, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you all for the comments.
Thank you.
If you haven't sent any comments, but you were thinking, oh, that's the question that I had.
We'll answer it anyway.
Yeah, just send it. We'll just send you a message back anyway.
Yeah.
So there you go, everyone.
We may do another one in the future.
Maybe.
It just depends.
Yeah.
Whether you find enough questions to ask us.
Maybe more now.
Yeah. Well, what you were saying such a thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
So please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, give us that thumbs up, guys.
And also, whatever happens, whatever doesn't happen, there'll always be us too.
Always. And we're always there for you.
Of course.
Hey, if you need us, you want to speak to us,
anytime, yeah.
Ask anything.
Don't be alone.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't.
We're there, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye for now.
Take care, everyone.